been riding around. I started out tonight, I was going to go to Bronx Pizza. There's nowhere to park, you know. Everything's so crowded over there on Soy Bacal. I said, I'm not going to Bronx Pizza. I'll go some other time when it's not so crowded. I just like riding my motorbike. But I think I just decided where I'm going to eat. I'll go over there and get me some type of seafood. I think I'm going to go right over there. Right there, front left there, fishing boat. Get me some seafood. What y'all think? Yeah, it's either that or some pizza down here at Drifters. I have my mind set on pizza. But now I'm conflicted over getting some shrimp, some of them shrimps. I'll tell you what, too, there's an awesome place to the left of Drifters. It didn't look like there were any tables open. Take one more swoop past there. Right here where these good folks are standing, these Drifters. Eleven to 9, it's 8 o'clock. This place here is hopping. I don't see any tables open. Alright folks, so I'm on station here. I've ate here before. I think I've done a video here before with the ladies. This restaurant area. There's another spot right over there. And what we got? We got fresh crab, everything right here. Yeah, so I like coming to this little place. Just quiet. Sitting here looking at the fishing boats. Park my motorbike right here at the table. Because I'm very careful about where I park my motorbike. I know I've told you all the story many times, but you know, back in the day I got my motorbike towed for parking where I wasn't supposed to park in this town. It took me all night to get it back. Ever since then, I learned my lesson. So I love going to places like this where I don't have to worry about parking. Not that I'm worried about anybody stealing anything. I've messed around here and left my GoPro on the mount, came back, still there. Don't think the same thing would happen over in the PI. But anyhow, I went with the cashew prawns, and that's the Kung Pad Med Mamon. I think that's what it is. How are you? Sawasdee krap.
Sawasdee krap.
Kapung krap. Thank you very much, my friend. So there we go, folks. Got a too cool. Got a little bucket of ice. They bring you a little bucket of ice with some tongs. Okay. Got a glass with a straw and a Pepsi. Too cool. It's little things like that. In America, you take ice for granted, right? Over here in Thailand, you take ice for granted. When you go to the PI, getting ice ain't so easy all the time. Just ain't. Last time I was here, I think I was drinking a beer Sing Ha. Now I'm just getting a Pepsi over ice. Oh, and I went with the Tom Yum Goong too. I'll probably have enough to have leftovers for breakfast. But if I don't order the food, I can't show you the food. Thanks for joining me. This little supper outing. All by my lonesome. Being a good boy here in Thailand, my friends. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that tomorrow is the Super Bowl. I think here it's 6:30 in the morning, if I'm not mistaken. I might have a long weekend. I don't know. You know why? Because I don't watch football. I don't watch any sports anymore. I watched UFC for a while. I don't even watch UFC anymore. I couldn't tell you who's playing right off my head. I have no idea. How do I know? The only reason I know, something popped up about some bar or something. They said 6:30. I just remember it saying 6:30, but you can get in the door at 05. That's what it was. If you wanted to get in early at 5, you had to pay 500 baht, and then at 6 o'clock it's open. General admission is open for free. I guess you just get a better table. So I am contemplating getting up early in the morning, like 5 o'clock, and ride around until I find somewhere it's got a little Super Bowl party going on. Not because I care anything about watching football. Don't care. What's an early morning party? Last time, I don't say last time, but many years ago, me and my buddy Pablo, may you rest in peace, my good brother, he was here and wanted to go see the Super Bowl, and we ended up watching it at the old Tequila Reef. There's a Tequila Reef here, and obviously a Tequila Reef in Angelique City. And that's where we watched it early morning, and it was a great time. Be totally different because I got nobody to roll with me, got no road dog to roll with me and watch the game. But again, I don't really care about football. Hey, it's an excuse to get up, go hang out with some good folks, you know? What y'all think? Should I go? Just love the ambience of this little spot, just sitting out here underneath the stars. It's not a full moon, but it's getting close to it, I reckon. Just underneath the stars, the moon, the lights. Thailand is really a magical place. There's just, everywhere you go, there's little spots like this. It's not like you have to seek it out or know where to go. It's just everywhere. Thank you very much. Kapuka. Folks, this is what's called Tom Yum Goong, little lemongrass. Oh yeah, look at that. I know Fatima, Flo. Big shout out to you ladies. Shout out to you ladies. Fatima knows because she's been to Thailand. You cannot beat the food in Thailand, folks. This is what they call the world's kitchen. Just absolutely just delicious. It's a delicious dish. That broth right there. Yeah, if you've never had Tom Yum Goong, you don't know what you're missing. That is some kind of delicious right there. All right, you get the steamed rice coming out. Kapkan krap. Thank you very much. Okay, now this is the cashew shrimp. This is one of my favorite dishes with the chicken, but also get it with the shrimp. Just an absolutely, I don't know how to describe food. It's an absolutely delicious dish. You're looking at a spread. That's an absolute spread. And probably what I'll end up doing is just eating this soup. Well, I gotta take a taster on this right here. Look at that. There we go. You want to lick the tail because it's got sauce on it. Again, it's hard to describe a flavor, but if you like cashews, these peppers give it like an oaky flavor. Don't get me wrong, they're hot. That's the way I like it. But how else to describe a smoky, like oaky flavor. With the onions. Check out the size of that guy. Ooh, that's hot. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let him sit over here on that bed of rice. He's resting. I said, what are you doing here? I'm resting. I know I'm resting. He's gonna rest on that bed of rice. Cool off for just a second while I finish some of this broth. See that guy right there? Fatima would love to have that. Again, folks, everybody says, why don't you take Fatima to Thailand? Folks, she's been here 2-3 times. She loves it here. Just ask her. Why do they love it here? Because of the food. If you've never been to Thailand or never been to a Thai restaurant, just make sure you try the Tom Yum Goong. It just has that unique flavor with the lemongrass. Maybe the first time I love it the first time. But it's one of those flavors that if you don't take to it the first time, try it again. At some point, you will love this soup. That right there. That's the good stuff right there. I know it's a hard life I live. A hard life I lead. But somebody's got to do it. And I decided many years ago, might as well be me. How did Anthony Bourdain get the gig that he had? For him, the stars aligned. One of his books finally hit. Got that first TV show, what was it called? Cook's Tour. And the rest is history. I'm just waiting on that call from Hollywood. Until then, I'll just remain a one-man production crew. What's funny is, when we first moved to Thailand, my wife's aunt had a restaurant. And I had this idea to basically go over there every day and sort of film the restaurant. There's a lot of drama, a lot of people, characters coming and going, right? And she was a great cook, great chef. one of those great ideas that I just didn't execute, because I thought, and I still don't understand YouTube. I was like, people, if I try to film a show every day, people are gonna get bored of that, or even every week they get bored of it. And I thought, well, if I film us going out to eat, people will get bored of that. You know, say I come here, I eat some tom yum goong. How could I film that again? Why would people watch that twice? But they do. If I had taken this gig seriously from the beginning, no telling where I'd be. Too busy drinking back then, to be honest with you. Alright, so let's pull this guy apart. See what he's made out of. Look at all that good juice in the head there. Don't worry, there's still some in there. It's messy. Don't worry about it. Probably gonna squirt juice all over the lens of this camera here. Just check that out. I hope that's focusing on the food. Maybe it's still focusing on my face. Just check that meat out. It's just so fresh because it came off that boat right there. It's absolutely delicious. You know, our new place in the PI, we can obviously get fresh fish because we're living right there where all the fishermen come in. But never any fresh shrimp. Delicious. It starts getting low, no problem. I got a whole bucket here. I mean, you gotta stay at places like the Hilton and the PI to get a bucket of ice. Here in Thailand, they're not stingy with the ice. Nothing like a decent, delicious Pepsi. All right, so let's go to the next guy here. Next contestant on The Price is Right. Just look at all that juice just ooze out of there. I don't know the exact science behind this. All I know is I pull the tails off. Oh yeah, this is absolutely messy. Fatima, wish you were here, baby, so you could peel my shrimp. See if I can get that whole thing out. Nope, that don't matter. Look at that. So y'all think the best thing about Pattaya is the girls? It's the food. Hmm. 100% the food. When you get used to this, you get used to living in Thailand, it's hard to go anywhere else. It really is. I'm not saying you can't get good food anywhere else in the world. That's not what I'm saying. But you can't get it this fresh at this price. Sure, you can get this in New York, I'm sure. How much would it cost you in New York for a bowl of soup and cashew shrimp? And for the last one here, whoa, that's the Mac Daddy right there. Look at that dude. He's so big. Look at all that goodness in that head. You know what the head tastes like to me? Reminds me of corn. I'll get in there in a second. Tastes like corn chowder. Man, need a block of instruction. The most efficient way to peel shrimp without your Filipino wife. Look at that big hunk of meat right there. Look at that. I almost feel guilty about eating this. Fatima, I wish you were here, baby. But as they say in the Philippines, next time. When you get done with the juice, that's what you're left with right there. I'll still nibble on a bunch of those, but usually never finish the whole bowl with all the ingredients in there. But now I gotta work on this over here. It just looks too good. That cashew with that onion. I can cook a lot of Thai dishes, but the cashew chicken or cashew shrimp, it's not one I'm proficient in. I need to work on that, because this is a flavor not too off similar, like sort of like sweet and sour chicken. Like if you're used to Americanized Chinese food and you don't want to be too adventurous when you come to Thailand, just don't piss on my iron horse over there, dog. This is something you can order. The Gai Pad Med Mamuo, or Goon Pad Med Mamuo. Just say cashew chicken or cashew shrimp. This flavor with the cashew chicken is not exotic. So if you're not adventurous, go with that. You'll be fine. That bowl of soup I just ate, that tom yum goong, it's more of an exotic flavor. Still delicious. And not by any means like the fish sauce type. A lot of foreigners aren't down with the fish sauce, at least the first time they try it. It's got a little bit of coconut to it. They got a lot of cashews in here. I like that. See all them cashews? Got plenty. Cashews ain't cheap, folks. Cashews are expensive, right? I'm not gonna make it, but look what I've got. I've got this for breakfast in the morning, but I'm full. I can't eat no more. Now drop an ice cube, get the shrimp off my hands, because my little Osmo Pocket, I'm sure this record button smells like shrimp right now. And I'll tell y'all how much the bill is. I think one was 200, one was 250. Probably around 500 baht. 500 baht, but I'm getting 2 meals out of it. Swadee crab, hello. Looks like grandma and grandson in the back, grandpa at the wheel. And one of the things that's seriously lacking in Western society is kids working. I grew up working. Kids around here work with their grandparents, with their parents. All right, so while they're getting me the check, I'll just show you around here. And again, this is just where the fishing boats come in. So how are you going to get any fresher seafood than right off the boat? I just got a few tables out here, or you can go behind me and eat in the main restaurant, but I prefer to eat out here right by the canal. No bugs or flies or mosquitoes or anything like that to bother you. And then again, that's the main restaurant if you want to eat over there. Okay folks, so 490 baht. Alright, so we got everything from crabs. What are these over here? Got conch shells. And I'm not sure what these guys are. What do we got over here? Do they call those cuttlefish? I don't know. You know why? Because I'm not an oceanologist. After a absolutely wonderful meal, it's time to load up on this iron horse. Take her on home to the ranch. Crap, thank you very much, my friend. Got my to-go box here. And a good motorbike has a hook, right? This is what you hook all these little bags on. You hook them like this right here, or you could go wide, hook it like that. Either way. And I keep this D-ring on here, so if I go shopping and I have a ton of bags, I'll clip the bags on the D-ring where I know they're not going to slip off, and you hang half the bags on this side, half the bags on the other side. And you can, you know, I can get a grocery cart full of stuff on here. And you can balance this out however you need to. Get a ride right like that. But if I go get drinks, put the cold on one side and the hot food on the other, right? So when you get home, hot side's hot, cold side's cold. But there you go. Got to have a hook here, some form or fashion. Put my vest up. Why? Because it is cold out here. Now, not Montana cold, but it's cool for Thailand, especially when you're on a motorbike at night. Make sure I got my wallet back zipped up, buttoned up. We're ready to ride, folks. Check one more time. Yeah, we're running. So here we go. Thank you. Thank you.